Stop worrying about things that are out of your control. If you're like me, a lot of things bother you that there's nothing you can do about it. You can't make it better. You can't adjust it. And knowing that there's nothing you can do about it gets you even more powerless and frustrates you even more. It's a vicious cycle. I fall for it all the time. I'm assuming a lot of you fall for it too. Perfect example I can think of, a lot of you probably don't know, my brother, he's addicted to drugs. He's homeless, living on the streets, in and out of jail all the time, constantly getting jumped, doing stupid things, and in and out the hospital, getting kicked out. And I mean, I've tried everything with this dude. I've given him a place to stay. I've paid for programs to get him to get into, buying him things here and there. And through it all, like after years upon years upon years, man, I broke down crying, man. I literally just broke down in tears. Like, what can I do to help this man? I mean, he's a 30-year-old man now. And a part of me is like, there's nothing I can do. There's literally nothing I can do. And I just had to accept that. And that just frustrated me because, the regret of, well, maybe when he was younger, I should have, talked to him more. I should have pulled him to the side more. I should have coached him up better. I should have, part of it, like beat him up, make him make the right decision. I don't know. Like all these things go through my brain. And it's like, I have to accept the fact that, you know what? I can't beat myself because I didn't know he was going to make these decisions. I mean, none of us assume our little brother's going to do anything like that. And then on top of that, like, I still couldn't force him, even if I knew the fact. And I just got to let it go. And that's where the serenity prayer kicks in. God, help me accept that give me the serenity to accept that there's things that I don't control. Give me the courage to handle the things that are in my control. And the wisdom to know the difference between the two. Because, man, there's things you control and there's things you don't control. And what you do control, go for it. But if you can't control it, don't try to fix it. We put the pressure of fixing something that we don't have power over. We don't have control over it. And we get mad at ourselves for it. You got to cut that out. You got to stop regretting decisions from 10 years ago. Because if you're like me, there's things you've done in the past and you get mad and frustrated at yourself. And it's like, dude, you can't change it. You can't go back and fix it. It's out of your control, man. The one thing you can do is learn from it. Make a better decision next time. Beating yourself up, getting guilty, feeling like junk. Man, you guys have too much important things in your life that you got to get done. You don't have the extra time to sit there beating yourself up and crying and being sad about things that you can't fix. Instead, learn from it, make the best decision you can, and just accept the fact that it's out of your control, and that's okay. And there's a part of me that I feel guilty, like I'm quitting on my little brother, that I'm not trying to force him to make the right decision. I'm not quitting, man. He's a grown man and I can't fix him. And that's up to him. And that's where my faith kicks in, man. I just pray to God, like, Lord, it's out of my control. And that's all I can do. If he starts making better decisions and I can help him along the way, you better believe it, I'm going to be there. But until then, I can't make him make the right choice. The best analogy that I can think of, because in the end, you can't force things to happen. But there are things that are in your control that you can make happen. For instance, if I have like a 5-page essay due a month from now, I control whether I start working on it the night before or like 2 weeks out. I control whether I read the fine print for, 20, 30 minutes and make sure I know exactly what. I control whether I can meet up with the teacher and ask him some specific questions. I control whether I start 2 weeks out, type up a rough draft, get my English friend who's a genius to look at it, help me fix it up, make it better. I control all those things. But yeah, I would regret it if I started the night before and got a bad grade. I wouldn't regret it if I spent 20 hours preparing it and I got a B+. And I'd be fine with it. If I know I did everything in my power to get it done, there's no regret, there's no guilt. But if you slacked off, that's when a lot of that regret starts to kick in. So I encourage you guys, man, if it's in your control, do everything you can to fix it. Do everything you can to set it up. And then there's a point in time where just put your hands up. I did everything I could, and I'm good with the result. And you can't be mad at things that are out of your control. You have to learn to accept it, man. You got too much good stuff going on in your life. You need to stop worrying about things that are out of your control. You can accomplish anything you want as long as you're willing to sacrifice and put in the work. I believe in you. Go get it.